everybody, Holly here from HolliDay Anyday, and today I'm having some friends over and I want to make a recipe that everybody really loves. It's called spicy shrimp. And when you think about it, just think of kind of shrimp scampi, cold, with fresh dill is basically the whole idea. So I've got some shrimp done. I'll do a few more and show you how we do this. You can easily buy it already peeled and deveined, although I like to leave the tail on because it gives you a little handle when you're eating. So go ahead and pull the little shells off the rest of these guys. And then we're gonna devein them. And everybody knows why we have to devein shrimp, right? We gotta get that nasty little intestinal tract out of the back of those little shrimpies because we don't wanna eat what they ate a couple days ago. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna just take a small paring knife, slice up the back. Sometimes you get some vein, sometimes you don't. We're happening to get some today. It's kind of icky. Toss it in the bowl with the ones that are done. These guys are hungry dudes a couple days ago. Okay. That one's clean. So we're gonna finish these guys up, and then we're gonna chop up. There we go, that one's a good one. Okay, put that to the side. We're gonna chop up one garlic clove. That's the easiest way to open a garlic clove. Just give it a good whack. I'm gonna give them a quick chop. Smash them a little bit more. And what we're gonna do, once we get these guys broken down, go right through them just like that. Okay, that guy looks pretty good. Coarse is just fine. It doesn't have to be too tiny. It's gonna be cooked. Then let's get ourselves a shallot. Adds a little lighter flavor. It's not so much, just too much garlic, but still it's got that nice flavor of kind of garlicky onion thing going on. So we'll get this little guy peeled up, which can be a hassle. Let's see if we can make this happen. There we are. Okay, and we'll cut them just like we cut an onion. We're going to cut straight down like this. Let's go ahead and cut in like this. And then, ta-da! You have nice little tiny pieces. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna saute the garlic and the shallot in some butter and some olive oil. We're gonna make it translucent, then we're gonna add the shrimp, saute the shrimp, cook it. We'll bring it back over here and we'll be adding fresh dill and fresh lemon juice and tossing it, and then we'll be chilling it for a couple of hours and then it'll be ready to go. So let's make our way over to the stove. Okie dokie, so we'll just plop these guys down right here. Got my stove on. My pretty copper pans. A couple tablespoons of butter. Tablespoon of olive oil. Eyeball it. Don't have to be too precise here. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and let the butter melt into the olive oil. I've been making this recipe for years and it's so yummy, and it can be made ahead. You probably could even do it the night ahead if you wanted to. It holds up real well in the fridge. And you just set it out on a platter. It's nice and easy breezy, as we like to say around here. Okay, so that's looking pretty darn good. Now to this, we'll let that go a bit. We'll go ahead and add our shallots. Get a little sizzle going on. We don't want to overcook these guys, especially not the garlic. You overcook garlic, it gets bitter, so you don't want to do that. Now I'll pull this guy out. Oh, there we go. We're gonna add a little bit more of that, guys. Okay, there we are. So we're gonna give this guy a saute. And we're gonna go, it's probably gonna be a minute maybe, some along those lines, just so everything gets soft, because then we're gonna put the shrimp in and cook it some more. And like I said, we do not want to overdo that garlic because it will get bitter and you can't take it out. You just have to start over. So you can hear that sizzling away. We'll adjust a little bit. Smells wonderful already. Yum, 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 yum. Like I said, it's a good one. You can do it ahead of time. Make your life easy if you can, obviously. Okay. It's a nice combination, the butter and the olive oil. Just gives it some extra flavor. Okay. Well, looking pretty good. Turn it down just a little more. Now we're gonna throw our little shrimpies in. This is about a pound of shrimp. If I'm doing appetizers, and I don't have that many more appetizers, you know, depending on what the people, my guests like, you know, maybe 3 or 4 shrimp a person, kind of playing with that. These are the 1620s, which means you get 16 to 20 per pound. That's what 1620 means. So we're just gonna lay these little dudes in here. God, it smells bad. Turn it down a little bit. Do not want that garlic to burn. And if you're making a ton of this, you might want to use a bigger pan or maybe do 2 batches. You don't want to overcrowd it ever, but these guys will shrink up a little bit. So I usually just kind of lay them around in this nice little circle. And normally I wouldn't be this particular, but just so we can make sure they all get cooked. And these are probably gonna do, I'd say maybe something like a minute aside, maybe something along those lines. Once we've got everybody in, we can go back and start checking the first ones we put in, and you can see they start to turn kind of pink, and then you'll know they're ready to turn. Okay. So then we'll flip everybody over, and just once again, we just kind of go back to where we started. I mean, look at how quick that shrimp cooked. Just like boom, boom, boom. And then once they're done, we'll pull them out. And we're going to toss them with some fresh lemon juice and fresh dill and salt and pepper. Okay? And then we're going to pop them in the fridge for maybe at least an hour. You want them to get nice and chilled. And then we're going to serve them just on a cold platter with some toothpicks. But like I said before, they have little tails, so they have little handles. So you don't necessarily need the toothpicks. But if you do get them pre-done and they don't have tails, it's not the end of the world. And sometimes the tails are a pain in the butt because then you have to have something sitting there for people to put the tails on when they're done with it. So kind of 2 different schools of thought, I suppose, on that one. Okay, these are super duper close. We're getting there. See how quick that was? Couple of minutes. And we are going to toss them with some acid, some lemon juice, and some dill. But that lemon juice, if they weren't totally cooked, that will help them too. That's kind of like a ceviche. The acid will cook any kind of protein, really. Okay, I would say a few more seconds on these little last dudes that I dropped in there. And then we'll be ready to roll. Look how quick that was. Isn't that amazing? Okay. You could do, you know what you could also do this? You could do this and actually not chill it, and you could put it over pasta or something too, which might be kind of tasty. Okay, these are just about ready to go. Last few little middle guys, the last ones. We're just finishing up. How pretty those are. Well, like I said, these are 1620, which means you get 16 to 20 a pound. This would be good for, like, 4 people coming over, maybe something like that. Okay, I'd say they're done. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn the heat off, and we're gonna take them over and put them in a bowl. So I've got my bowl. Make sure you get all the good juices, because that's the base of your sauce, basically, as you can see. I'm gonna just scrape out all those shallots and garlic and butter and olive oil. How yummy does that look? Okay. Then we'll add a couple tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, a couple tablespoons of fresh chopped dill, and then we're just gonna toss them around. Let's give it a little salt and pepper. And now we're gonna put this in the fridge for an hour, at least an hour. And make sure you toss it again when you pull it out of the fridge, and just adjust your seasonings. You know, it might need a little more lemon juice, freshen it up. It tends to, you know, the shrimp will absorb a little while it's in the fridge. But this is looking pretty darn good. Doesn't that look yummy? Okie doke. Looks pretty good. So now let's cover it with plastic wrap, pop it in the fridge for, like I said, at least an hour, 2 hours. And I think you probably could even make this the night before if you want. So, and that, we'll be back in a little while. So my shrimp has been chilling for a couple hours now, and I wanted to show you how we're gonna plate it. Super easy to make it kind of fancy. Get a platter. You could actually use just a dinner plate if you want. It doesn't really matter. I bought some Swiss chard at the grocery store. This big weird lettuce that I think a lot of us never use or know what to do with. Put this down on the plate. Lay it down like that. Just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. And then we're gonna take our shrimp. We've tossed it. It smells heavenly. And all we're gonna do is pop it down on here. If you wanted, you could jazz it up with a little more lemon juice, a little more dill, but this is seeming pretty saucy, so I think we're fine. And that's pretty much it. Check that out. Now what a pretty presentation that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Very colorful. It's all cooked. A nice little hors d'oeuvre for any kind of dinner party. It's easy breezy.